Welcome back to another episode of Dirt Grain Steel. Today we're going to finish up planting corn. Today I'm going to plant about 50 acres of soybeans, and the reason we're going to finish corn up today is because we've got 100 acres of dry ground that we're trading for some other corn ground that I'm going to trade and put beans on, because the other corn ground that we were going to plant is too wet and it probably won't dry out for a week or two yet. So we're going to trade 100 acres of our bean ground to corn ground, which is fine. I mean, it's no big deal. So until that other bean ground's fit, I can't plant it. So I've got about 50 acres of good dry ground, roughly. I'm going to get that planted today, and Dad's going to plant the 100 acres of dry corn ground. We're going to get that planted today. So we're both going to be on the same farm planting, so it should make for some pretty good videos today, because I'll be close to the corn planter, so I'll be able to take some videos, which I haven't got to take very many videos because we really didn't plant much corn this year. So I haven't really been around Dad that much to get the videos. So it's going to be a good day today. But first, before we start planting corn today, we've got to go get the John Deere 4430 and the 7012 row and my old W900A Kenworth. They're down on the other new farm. We got to go get them. We got to take fuel to the tractor because the last time Dad planted, he planted on fumes. So it's got to be pretty low, so we're going to go fuel it before we go get it. And we're going to get all that equipment moved down to this farm that we're on. Dad's strength is down there. He had to change a lift hose on the 724 soil finisher behind the 9300. He had to change that hose this morning because it blew out last night. We pulled the hose off last night and got one made this morning, so he should be down there already soil finishing. So I had a terrible headache last night, so I didn't take any videos taking the hose off and pulling it out of the soil finisher and stuff. So anyways, we're gonna get all that equipment moved and we're gonna get started for the day. Dad's got his truck with a full pallet of Beck's seed corn on it, and I've got I can't see it, I've got my seed tender with a I've got a 1 Pro box in the back of Pioneer beans. I'm gonna get them planted. Right now I've got Beck's beans in the planter. I'm gonna plant them out, and then we're gonna do another side-by-side trial with some Pioneer and some Beck's side-by-side, like we did on right here on my grandpa's farm on the south field. I gotta mark that out yet. I've got to get my flag from my RC truck out of the field and put just a regular flag, because I don't want to leave my good flag out there, and it's the only flag I had to mark where I changed from Pioneer to Beck's. So, oh, and I forgot to bring the time-lapse camera again today. Damn it. So I got to get that camera down here before them sprout and emerge, because I want to get the emergence on camera. So I've got a camera that'll record like 2 months. It'll record 2 months of material and play it back in 2 minutes. So I'm excited to get that out in the field, to get some video of the beans coming up and watch the first 2 months of their life on a high-speed camera. That'd be cool to see. So anyways, we're going to get down here to the field. Dad's going to get in the truck with me. We're going to run across, get the 4430 in my semi, and then we'll be back and we'll get started planting today. Well, we got the old Kenworth. Dad's strength's following me with my pickup and my seed tender. Dad's back there with the tractor and planter. We're going to head down to the farm. We're going to get Dad started planting. I'm going to get in the 4640 and go plant some more beans. And Dad's strength's going to run the soil finisher some more and get the rest of that ground worked up. And I'm going to go plant, and Dad's going to plant and see if we can knock that out before it rains. It's supposed to be raining by noon today, so we'll see how far we can get. Well, we got all the necessary equipment moved to plant this 100-acre field. Dad's on his way with the tractor and corn planter. So I got the Kenworth here, got the tanker with the liquid fertilizer that's required for this corn crop. My Uncle Jamie's 3594 is down here. He done some soil finishing for us. Really nice tractor, beautiful tractor. So got 4640 started, air's on, got enough beans to go start the 35-acre field, because I'm going to start there and then I'm going to switch back to Pioneer beans so we can put some 299 next to the Pioneer number that Keith Werner wanted me to. Dad's strength's going to get started doing these ends so that Dad can start down at that far end of the field and work this way. So he's getting started now. I got a bearing to change in that crumbler, or two bearings actually, but I told him just to finish the day out and then we'll change them. So he's gonna get these ends done. That tractor pulls that so nice. Sure is a nice, comfortable tractor to run. So anyways, I'm gonna fold up and I'm gonna head on down the road to the 35-acre field, get started planting there, and by that time Dad should be down here planting corn. So we'll get some videos of him planting corn today. Dad's strength's gonna get the rest of this field worked, and so it'll all be pretty by the time he's done. So we had the dozer down here because of the new ditch. If you remember from that episode, we dug the ditch along that woods over there. Well, Dad's strength brought the dozer down and graded all that off so that we could plant it all. And we took the 8640 sitting over there and went back there to the back 20 acres that we were trying to drain and got some of that disced up. It needs to sit for another about 2 or 3 days, and then that'll be plantable. So, okay, I'm gonna get to planting. Well, got started planting now. It rained just a little bit last night, and that worked out perfect because it got rid of the dust. Not to say it ain't gonna get dusty later, but I think we got probably a 1/10 of rain down here, and it was just enough that it got rid of the dust, because yesterday I was in a dust cloud most of the day, couldn't hardly see my marker track. But this is really nice. This is beautiful planting right now. Actually see everything. It's just wonderful. Very nice, smooth ground to plant. Soil finisher done a beautiful job. I would much rather plant tilled ground than have to plant no-till, because it's just looks so pretty when you're done. Had to walk to go get more beans. Well, here comes Dad's strength. That was kind of cool. We're now getting our Pioneer beans put in the planter. I planted the rest of the becks out here, so I'm going to go mark where I'm going to do the variety change. I got to reset the planter for population because these beans are almost 3,000 seeds per pound. So there's quite a few. They're quite smaller than what I've been planting. What I've been planting is only about 2,250 seeds per pound. So I'm really going to slow the planter down. I'm going to get this planted. This load right here should be enough to finish this field and the 15-acre field that I'm going to next. And then I'm done planting beans down here until we get some other ground dried out on our new farm. Dad's strength's actually going to take the 8640 and go do a small patch, disc it, and see if we can get over it. And I'll probably plant that this afternoon. But after this, I've only got 100 acres left, if I can get over all 100 acres of it. So it's going real good. We're at the end here now. Won't take me very long to finish up. So kind of sad that I'm working myself right out of a job, but that's okay. We got plenty of excavating work coming up, and gonna go do some mining, get the trommels set back up, get some stone washed, look for some gold, see what we can find. So there's plenty of stuff to make YouTube videos about, so don't worry, we're not out of content for YouTube yet. We'll never be out of content. Between the excavating, the fabricating, and the dirt moving, or the excavating, the fabricating, and the farming, it never gets boring around here. There's always something to make a video about. So I'm gonna get these beans put in and get back to planting. It is starting to dry out now. It's getting to be about 85 degrees out, and the humidity's coming out. So it's starting to dry, starting to get dusty. So, but by noon they're saying we're gonna get rain, but the clouds are awfully white and the sky's awfully blue, so I don't see no storm in sight. So we'll see what happens though. So I'm gonna get back to planting now and see what I can get done. Well, before I get back to planting, let me give you a little update on my cover that I made. This thing has worked perfect. It's done its job. I've been through some serious rainstorms with it, going down the road, splashing through puddles, and my auger hopper hasn't gotten wet since. So I'm going to call that a successful experiment. But I am going to go back to the shop, and I am going to make something a little different. I don't like how floppy it is. That kind of bothers me. So I'm going to redesign it a little bit, make it out of some thicker metal instead of this part from an old charcoal grill. So yeah, definitely that made a huge difference. Haven't had swelled up beans to deal with. Haven't lost any seed from having to get rid of the swelled up beans. So I'm happy with it. I'm just going to take it back to the drawing board though and make some changes, make it a little better. I kind of want to make a way that when you can flip it up, it's got a latch to hold it up out of your way. So a few things are going to be changed on it. Thought about making it, see if I can get it made out of polyplastic or something, see if I can find a company that'll shape one or do something. But I'm actually thinking about my new design. If I like it, I might put these up for sale and sell them to guys that have these J&M speed tenders. Somebody else I'm sure has the issue with the rain getting in the hopper here, or the snow or whatever. So yeah, I'll probably have them up for sale if anybody's interested in them. I think it's a good idea. I'm surprised they don't make them from factory. So anyways, a little update on the experimental cover. So I'm gonna get back to planting and see what I can knock out today. So I'm gonna stick a flag out here. Well, we can see the green beans from here to the woods is going to be Pioneer. From this flag to that woods is Beck's. So just for my records, I'm putting this on video that that's where it splits. So from here on, if we cut all these and we do a yield test on them, that'll give us the yield on the Pioneer. From here on over, we cut those, we do a yield check, that'll give us the Beck's number. So I'm gonna get back to planting now. I've actually got 2 passes along the woods over there that are just where I clean the planter out. So those are a mixture of Beck's and Pioneer, what were stuck in the bottom of the planter, because it don't completely empty out. So I mixed them all up and planted them over there. So that'd be kind of interesting to see them mixed up and see how they grow together. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to planting now and get this field done. So I just got to remember that's what that flag's for. I'll have to write it down in my notes, and well, actually enter it in my iPad in my notes. And that'll tell us the story. So let's get back to planting. Well, we're down to our last 15 acres of dry ground. It got dusty again. Finally dried out today. Was hoping we get a little rain, maybe a couple tenths just to settle the dust, but I don't think that's going to happen today. It might happen tonight. They're calling for spotty thunderstorms tonight, but I'm hoping just this place gets rain. The 100 acres that I'm going to plant next, it's kind of wet. I'm hoping I can dodge a few of the wet spots and get some of the bigger areas planted. And I'm hoping that we don't get any rain down there. Because if we don't get any rain down there in about probably 4 or 5 days, then wet spots should dry out. If Dad's strength can get through them with the 8640 and a disc, that's where he's at right now. And Tim's down there with my Uncle Jamie's 3594 and his soil finisher, running soil finisher on some of the stuff that we've already got dried out down there. So after I get this 15 acres done, I think I'm going to head down there and just see what I can start planting. If I have to, I'll just leave some of the wet spots go and just come back and spot them in, which is no big deal. Just a little bit of messing around, that's all, but I've done a lot of it before. So it's kind of interesting. My cousin Tim stopped and he was telling me that he heard a story from an old timer that when they measured out all these roads in this area, because of this area being underwater, they actually measured them roads out and property lines and stuff with John boats. They floated around out here and measured all this stuff out. Then when they built the roads, they dug the ditches and got it all to dry out, and they built the roads and stuff. Kind of interesting, as part of the county was all swamp at one time, and because of humans, we drained it like we do so well. So just an interesting little fun fact about northern Pulaski County there. So I'm going to fold my marker up and I'm going to turn and get planting again. Well, there we go. 15 acre field's done. We're going to go back and see if we can't get some video of Dad planting corn real quick before we go somewhere else. So he said that he'd be in the short rows by the time I got back, so that'd make for the best videos, because if not, if he's in the half-mile long rows, it'll take forever for him to get there and back, and that would make for a very good video. So when I get there, I hope he's in the short rows and we'll get some good video. So I got finished up with beans. I got a little bit here. I'm going to take it a little bit and take some video of Dad planting corn. We're out here in this 100-acre field, which good sized field. It takes quite a while to get from one end to the other. He's down there now coming back towards me. So I'm going to get the camera ready and get some video of him. So it's kind of a, looks like we got a storm coming. The sun went behind the clouds. When that sun is out, it is hot today. Whew. It's probably 90 today or better. So I'm glad that sun's behind the clouds for right now. But so here he comes. I'm going to get a video of him. It survived. I got some good videos of Dad other than the end of this field being a hair rough, making the planter bounce a little bit. But I got some good video footage. Got to drive over with the GoPro. Got the GoPro on the marker of the planter for a little ways. So, should be some good video. So now I'm going to go get my pickup, my seed tender, and go get tractor and planter and probably head on down to the new farm and see what I can plant down there. And that'll probably be it for today. So I don't know if this storm's coming or not. My cousin Eric just sent me a Snapchat a little bit ago, and he's planting corn. It looked like it was raining in his Snapchat. So it's probably raining over that way somewhere, over towards the west. So I'm gonna head down there anyways and see what I can plant. Got enough beans to get started doing something. So we're gonna get in the tractor and go for a road trip now. I'm out of breath. I need to start going to the gym or something. 30 years old and I'm panting like a dog. I used to be in really good shape, but whew, the last couple of years I've let myself go downhill. Owning that damn feller buncher, using it to cut trees instead of chainsaw all the time. Kind of took my exercise away from me. Might have to park the buncher and start using chainsaw again. So anyways, I'm gonna get in my truck, go get my tractor, and go for a ride.